Janice, and for the next hour, I'll be reading from the February 26th issue of the Kenton Bee in place of the Buffalo Rocket on the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service. NT Neighborhood Watch's 6th Annual Dingus Day festivities slated for April 6th. WNY Music and History champion Rick Falkowski named Grand Marshal. The North Tonawanda Neighborhood Watch will host their 6th Annual Dingus Day Parade and After Party on Monday, April 6th, with the parade stepping off at 5 p.m. This year's event includes several updates designed to keep the celebration free for attendees, sustainable, and supportive of local nonprofits. The parade route has been changed. Participants will line up on Thomas Street between Oliver Street and Lincoln Avenue before traveling along Oliver Street, Goundry Street, Webster Street, crossing the Renaissance Bridge into the city of Tonawanda. The parade will conclude near Canal Street, where the free after party will take place at the Canal Street Pavilion. This year's parade will be led by Grand Marshal Rick Falkowski. Falkowski has spent more than 6 decades preserving and promoting Western New York's music and entertainment heritage. He is the founder of the Buffalo Music Hall of Fame, owner of Buffalo History Books, coordinator of Tonawanda's Gateway Harbor Concerts, and author of numerous books on local music and history, dedicated to sharing the stories and legacy of Buffalo and Western New York. I'm honored to be named this year's Grand Marshal. Polish tradition is a proud part of my heritage, and my Dingus Day roots run deep through my family's involvement with the Chopin Singing Society, where Buffalo's modern public celebration began, said Falkowski. I look forward to celebrating the traditions of renewal and merriment with friends and family across North Tonawanda and Tonawanda. Registration is now open for those interested in marching in the parade. And new this year, a contest will award prizes to participating entries. Community members, businesses, and organizations can sign up. Following the parade, the celebration continues at Canal Street with the live music by Captain Tom and the Hooligans, a beer tent hosted by Sweeney Hose Volunteer Fire Company, number 7, and food from the Lions Club of the Tonawandas. Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 77, Twin Cities Elks Lodge 860, and Coffee and Stone Cafe. In keeping with the tradition of giving back, this year's featured charity is Nickel City Canine Rescue, which will be on site with raffles and rescue dogs. They will also be at the Dingus Day pre-party at Fatty Beer on Saturday, April 4th, which will benefit the organization, with $1 from every draft beer purchased donated to the cause. Residents and visitors alike are invited to join the fun and experience this lively celebration of Polish American tradition, music, and community pride, and to enjoy an evening of parade festivities and waterfront celebration. For more information or to register, visit ntdingastay.com. Canal Fest relocates to Gratwick Park in North Tonawanda for 2026. Former treasurer previously confessed to embezzling more than $11,000. After more than 4 decades along the canal between the Twin Cities, Canal Fest will relocate to Gratwick Park in North Tonawanda for its 2026 season. The 8-day festival is scheduled to run July 19th to 26th and will feature the same attractions: food vendors, live music, and community events, according to Rick Meyer, Vice President of the Canal Fest Committee. The decision follows discussions with the City of Tonawanda Council regarding event logistics and community costs. Tonawanda officials have maintained that they support Canal Fest and wanted to remain in the city, but emphasized the need to manage police overtime and public works expenses to limit the impact on taxpayers. Myers said the committee ultimately determined that the city's proposed measures to help manage costs, including shortening the festival to 6 days and requiring upfront payment for municipal services, would not leave enough funds to adequately support the 14 nonprofit organizations that rely on festival proceeds. Financial strain has also weighed heavily in the committee following the arrest last year of former Canal Fest treasurer Carrie M. Hain, 45, of Sanborn. North Tonawanda Police Chief Keith Grass stated that she was arrested on September 4th, 2025, for grand larceny in the 3rd degree, for embezzling at least $11,000 from the organization's accounts over a lengthy period of time, though the total amount taken remains unclear. The case is currently being handled in the court in Lockport. Relocating the festival entirely to North Tonawanda will also reduce expenses by requiring payment to only one municipality instead of 2. There are 14 nonprofit organizations, and the proceeds are the bread and butter for many of these organizations, Myers said. We bring in about $100,000 to $150,000 during the 8 days of the festival. Mayer added that reducing the event to 6 days for the first time in Tonawanda last year resulted in a 45% drop in profits. While city officials suggested a shorter event as a way to control municipal costs, the committee concluded that fewer days would significantly reduce revenue for participating nonprofits. At that February 5th meeting, Tonawanda Mayor Bill Strasburg said the $25,000 payment did not fully offset police overtime expenses. Additional costs included Department of Public Works crews installing street barriers and assisting with cleanup and preparation. Strasburg said at the time that he did not have finalized figures, but would compile the actual costs and review them with Meyer. Council members said at the February 17th meeting that they were surprised to learn of the relocation, noting they expected Canal Fest representatives to return with a revised proposal. They reiterated that their goal was to balance municipal expenses while continuing to host the festival. But the committee members never came back, and they learned about their next steps by seeing it on social media. In the interview with the Bee, council member Chris Fisher said, "We want the Canal Fest on our side. We never wanted to kill the Canal Fest. We want to bring people from all over our city." Mayor Strasburg also addressed the timeline of events. "I would like to set the record perfectly straight," Strasburg said. The city of Tonawanda spoke with Canal Fest representatives at a council meeting on February 3. Questions were asked on both sides and information was exchanged. "I thought Canal Fest representatives would return with a proposal of exactly how long they wanted the event, what would be set up on the city of Tonawanda side, and how much reimbursement they would be able to provide. Since that time, no one from Canal Fest has reached out to me. On Thursday, February 12th, I received word at the Canal Fest meeting on February 11. The board of directors voted to move Canal Fest to Gratwick Park. At no time did the city of Tonawanda vote not to have Canal Fest, nor did we make a proposal that was rejected by Canal Fest. This decision was made by Canal Fest and Canal Fest alone." Meyer said the committee felt it had limited options. Canceling the festival this year, he said, could have ended the event permanently. "Quite honestly, if we didn't do Canal Fest this year, we would never do it again. It would probably be dead. So we have no choice but to do it this year," Mayer said. He said the board ultimately voted on whether to cancel the 2026 festival or move forward in North Tonawanda. Returning to Tonawanda was not included as a ballot option. Gratwick Park, he added, offers ample parking and space to accommodate large crowds. North Tonawanda Mayor Austin Tylick said the city approved the new arrangement after discussions with festival organizer. Canal Fest has seen changes over the past few years, and the Tonawanda side has seen the most changes, Tylick said, noting that rides were moved to the North Tonawanda side last year. "They came to us last month and said they wanted to host the event. They brought it to us and we are accommodating them because we understand that every single piece benefits the nonprofit organizations and also draws people in. We don't want to throw another wrench into their changes. We also approved the dates." According to Tylick, the Canal Fest Committee will pay North Tonawanda $39,000. He said the city's role is to ensure public safety and minimize disruption to municipal services. The Canal Fest Committee is committed to ensuring success, and we are here to help, he said. Despite the relocation, Tonawanda officials emphasized that their support for Canal Fest has not wavered and that the door remains open for future years. If Canal Fest doesn't work out in 2026 at Gratwick Park, they're more than welcome in 2027 to come back to the city, Fisher said. Our doors are always open to them. You are listening to a reading of articles and features from the Canton Bee on the Niagara Frontier Radio's reading service. Recognizing Women's History Month. March is celebrated as Women's History Month, a time dedicated to recognizing the achievements and contributions of women throughout history. This month-long observance, which began in the United States in 1981, provides a chance to reflect on the many remarkable women who have shaped the world in diverse ways. While women's accomplishments have often been overlooked in traditional historical narratives, Women's History Month shines a spotlight on their lasting impact. The origins of Women's History Month can be traced back to Women's History Week, which was first celebrated in Sonoma County, California in 1978. The week-long celebration gained momentum, and in 1987, Congress passed a law that officially recognized March as Women's History Month. Since then, it has become an annual tradition to celebrate the countless ways women have contributed to society, from science and the arts to business and culture. Did you know that Western New York played a key role in shaping women's history? In 1848, the Seneca Falls Convention, held in Western New York, was the first women's rights gathering in the United States. This historic event, organized by women like Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Lucretia Mott, called for equality and sparked the movement for women's suffrage. Susan B. Anthony, a prominent figure in the women's rights movement, spent much of her life in Rochester, where she fought for women's right to vote. One of the main reasons it is important to celebrate Women's History Month is that it brings awareness to the achievements of women that might otherwise go unnoticed. For example, Ada Lovelace, an English mathematician from the 1800s, is often regarded as the first computer programmer. The work of Marie Curie, the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, continues to inspire future generations of scientists. Her research in radioactivity changed the course of medical treatments and technology, proving how women have been at the forefront of groundbreaking discoveries. Beyond the sciences, women have also made huge contributions to literature, art, and entertainment. Maya Angelou, for instance, was a legendary author, poet, and civil rights activist whose works have inspired millions worldwide. Her autobiography, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, was groundbreaking, giving a voice to African American women's experiences in a way that had never been done before. Celebrating Women's History Month not only allows us to reflect on the accomplishments of women, but also encourages future generations to aim high and pursue their dreams. It serves as a reminder that there are no limits to what women can achieve, whether in leadership, creativity, or innovation. By dedicating a month to celebrating these achievements, we honor the rich history and the ongoing contributions of women everywhere. It's a time to remember their resilience and impact while inspiring youth to believe in their own potential. Women's History Month serves as a powerful reminder of how far we've come and how much more we can achieve together. Earned income tax credit puts money in your pocket. If you worked at all last year, you may be leaving money on the table. Federal and state tax credits, especially the Earned Income Tax Credit, help low to moderate income workers and families get a tax break. Claiming the credit can reduce the tax you owe and may also give you a larger refund to make sure you get every dollar you deserve. For the 2025 tax year, the EITC can be worth up to $8,046 for families with 3 or more qualifying children. Eligible single filers and heads of household earning under $61,555 or married couples filing jointly earning under $68,675 may qualify. That's real money back in your pocket. And a big reason the Erie County Clerk's Office is proud to promote United Way's My Free Taxes program. Through a partnership with the IRS's Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, or VITA, program, My Free Taxes offers 2 free options. You can prepare your taxes yourself using easy-to-follow online tools, or you can have your return prepared by volunteer tax preparers who are fully trained and IRS certified to complete and e-file your return at no cost to you. This program is a lifeline for low and moderate income individuals and families, helping them access critical tax credits and other benefit programs without the stress or expense of professional tax preparation. The EITC is a refundable federal tax credit created in 1975 to support working individuals and families, reduce poverty, and strengthen the economy. The credit is based on earned income, such as W-2 wages, and typically increases for taxpayers with qualifying children. Even better, if you were eligible for the EITC but didn't claim it in the past 3 years, the IRS encourages you to file an amended return so you can still receive that refund. To qualify, you must have earned income under $69,000, have investment income below $11,950 for tax year 2025, have a valid Social Security number by the due date of your return, be a U.S. citizen or resident alien for the full year, not filed Form 2555 or foreign earned income. The IRS estimates that 4 out of 5 eligible workers claim the EITC, but millions still miss out. Last year, nearly 24 million workers and families nationwide received close to $70 billion through the credit. The average EITC refund was $2,894 nationwide. and $2,753 in New York State. These dollars help families pay rent, buy groceries, cover childcare, and stay financially stable. Tax season is now in full swing. If you think you may qualify, I strongly encourage you to act now. Have your taxes prepared for free through the IRS, VITA, or Tax Counseling for the Elderly, TCE, programs before the electronic filing deadline of April 15th. To find a free tax preparation site near you and make an appointment, call 211. Text your zip code to 898211 or visit 211wny.org. Don't miss out. Every dollar counts, and this credit was designed to help hardworking families just like yours. You have been listening to a reading of articles and features from the February 26th issue of the Kenton Bee, this week replacing the Buffalo Rocket. We read from the Buffalo Rocket every Sunday at 8:30 a.m. Your reader has been Janice. Thank you for listening.
Good morning. Welcome to another broadcast day in the Niagara Frontier Radio Reading Service, a private, not-for-profit organization. As always, please feel free to contact us with your comments, suggestions, and questions you may have, and please stay with